هاي جايز، حلقة جديدة من أبسورد. اليوم رح نحكي عن the latest events اللي صاروا، واللي هي السبمارين تايتان. ما رح نحكي عن شو صار بالسبمارين، هي كلنا I think بنعرفها. رح نحكي عن رياكشن تبع العالم اللي هي فيها كتير من الابسورديتيز is an absurd subject on its own. كريم كيفك؟
I'm good. انت كيفك؟
تمام good. خلينا نبلش دغري نفوت بصلب الموضوع. absurd العالم how they reacted، أو some of العالم how they reacted على مقتل 5 أشخاص أغنياء، لأنه رح نشدد على هاي الكلمة لأنه رح نعرف ليش هلأ نحكي عنها. 5 أشخاص أغنياء بهذه السبمارين.
ما the thing is when it happened أول شيء ما كتير فهمت الموضوع، لأنه خلص إنه it's something that happened وأنا I'm minding my business. بس العالم عملوا a big fuss about it لأنه it's something that's unusual. بس what was unusual for me was the reaction. I would have expected people to be more human.
مزبوط.
more إنه more حسيت إنه everyone was very evil.
مزبوط. في two إذا بدك two reactions صاروا. واحدة اللي كانوا عم بيقولوا إنه they're stupid، هلا الله يرحمهم أكيد، بس إنه they're stupid for doing this, zero safety, etc. paying that much without any real equipment, which is valid. إنه أوكي في شيء اليوم عملوا شيء ما حدا فهم ليه هيك عملوها وليه بهال يعني although they have the capabilities in terms of money وهيك، ليه they decided to not invest in safety. The second إذا بدك type of reactions من العالم كانوا إنه خاي ماتوا 5 أشخاص أغنياء.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the jokes it's absurd. يعني ما فهمت الجوكس إنه إذا ماتوا 5 أشخاص أغنياء why أنت you're happy. You're still gonna be poor if you are. It doesn't make you wealthy. It doesn't make you better إذا هن ماتوا regardless هن كيف جابوا هالثروة طبعاً. خي اصلا حدا بيعرف هول العالم؟ يعني ما بنعرفهم كلنا بتفاصيل، بمعنى ما بنعرف حياتهم واكزاكت. عرفت فجأة صار كل العالم بتعرفهم، فجأة صاروا كلهم يقولوا انه they're evil ومنيح اللي ماتوا بهالمعنى، منيح اللي ماتوا، او انه joking about it. انه as if like I don't care ماتوا 5 أغنياء من العالم. ليكوا في محلات تانية عالم 600 واحد ماتوا على سفينة هنو عم بيهربوا. It's valid. اللي ماتوا على سفينة it's valid، وما لازم يموتوا على سفينة، هنو عم بيهربوا for a better life. بس it doesn't justify the death of 5 people. They have families as well. They have kids, etc.
You said 2 points. حبلش بالأول point, which is the fact إنه it wasn't maybe well prepared, which is the case. And I know when I saw that it was controlled by a gaming controller, I was like, guys, come on. يعني أول شيء it's very expensive. So when you pay this amount, you should have get the best equipment to be able to control this thing. لأنه أول شيء you're not just driving around, you're going thousands of meters below the sea. So I would have commented on this side. I would have criticized the company for being reckless about this.
Which is fair. I mean,
which is fair because I heard that they wanted to promote this كمان to be بعدين commercialized and to be like for the audience مش بس للعالم the rich people. So just thinking about this reckless equipment لإلي that was حرام عليهم يعني. بس what I can't understand and what I can't accept is the fact you have people on social media who think that's okay. Or see that's okay to compare one case with the other and to think that these are equal. And to make so many jokes and for people to approve those jokes. I really don't understand. Like you can feel sorry, you can try to help other people. Doesn't mean that you can jokes about others that are very wealthy just because they're rich. So
مزبوط. هيدي اللي بيقولوا لها ما فزها مزبوط epicaricacy, I think, which is technically enjoying the pain of others for some reason. أو enjoying the pain of a group of people أو a person you hate, you dislike. فهون أنا my point is إنه why do we dislike successful and wealthy people? Yes, some of them, most of them بدك تقول عملوا هالويلث من قصص يمكن مش legal أو مش fair أو ما اشتغلوا as I don't know. We cannot judge, we don't know. بس we cannot generalize. So not everybody who has money or is successful يعني he's evil. To me actually I am with equality. So بمعنى انه ايه انا بدي مثل ما اخذت هالقد ميديا attention قصة ال 5 people كمان تاخد ميديا attention وهلب لقصة مثلا اللاجئين اللي بيروحوا ببوتس وبيغرقوا وهودا العالم اللي ما معهم مصاري ما حدا همه فيهم اكيد definitely. بس at the same time ما في يقول انه انا اذا واحد غني يعني هيدا he's evil. لا في انا كان في واحد كمان يكون فقير وبيقتل لياكل he's evil as well. You know, so ما بعرف ليش بعمموا بهالطريقة وعن جد the only evil thing I saw is the jokes. يعني في منهم صراحة lame وفي منهم ما بقول لك لا انه ايه بيضحكوا اذا بدك تضحك بس I couldn't even laugh. يعني it's not even funny. انه خلي اليوم 5 اشخاص ماتوا ليش عم تضحكوا في again sorry I don't want to repeat myself بس انه ما انا مع انه الطالب بقصة الكل ياخدوا attention equally اللي هن الأغنياء والفقراء اللي عندهم tragedies بس doesn't mean that we normalize the death of 5 wealthy people just because they are wealthy.
You said the thing is كمان when I read the comments I didn't just look at the videos كنت بقرا الكومنتس لأنه I was hoping إنه يكون في شوية humanity بالcomments. Some people to say no it's not okay.
أسوأ.
I wish I did not read the comments.
I know, me too, I swear, me too.
لأنه وكمان this is something I've seen a lot إنه كلهم they would be like إيه ما إنه they saw it coming و it's عشوائي it's good they died لأنه they're evil they're using people to get rich. بس أنا my question is how can you generalize rich people and not generalize like in poor people لأنه when you say مثلا إنه those immigrants that are coming they must be terrorists, they must be killers. إذا بتقول هيك قدامهم كل العالم they would be shocked. They would be like how dare you say this to people who are trying to get a better life.
Exactly. So ما فيك تعمم على الهوديك كمان ما فيك تعمم على
So exactly you cannot just generalize those 5 people who are probably maybe not evil. Maybe they've done good things. Maybe they are helping people on the side. But they were so keen on being convinced those 5 people are evil. But if you want to generalize the rich people, you should accept that some other would say that those refugees maybe are a risk to the society.
Exactly. So that's exactly the point. إنه مزبوط يعني عندك صح يعني it's a valid point for both. ساعتها مشان هيك خيي ما you don't generalize, you don't wish bad for anyone. بالنهاية ماتوا عندهم عالم وراهم عندهم أهلهم عندهم يعني في عالم اللي هم عم بيسمعوا هالشي تخيل عم يشوفوا comments إنه إيه ويموتوا 5 أشخاص معهم مصاري. What does money do in this situation? Nothing.
Plus it's all over social media. social media TikTok وهيك and it's the new generation عم بتشوفهم العالم اللي عمرهم 10 to 20 years old. They think it's normal to joke about death. They think it's normal to joke about rich people.
ما هو by the way this is كمان part of the comments أنا اللي كنت عم بقريها على الفيديوز تبع memes و all of that إنه بيقولوا لك it's fine you're not gonna go to hell calm down relax. Excuse me, هيدي this notion of calm down و relax على كل شيء you're not gonna go to hell. It's not about hell or heaven. It's you cannot be so evil to joke about something as sad. You cannot be so evil to actually be happy for the death of these people. At the same time, you shouldn't accept or let go of the cases كمان اللي هن poor people dying in different هيدا being in a boat being befires being لأنه ما معهم ياكلوا. So فيك تطالب الايكواليتي اليوم بين الاثنين وفيك to raise a concern after what we saw last week إنه إيه مزبوط كل العالم حكيوا عن هول 5 أشخاص بس ما حدا بيحكي عن آلاف العالم اللي بتهاجر بالبحر كل يوم. 100% that's very valid. Again, it doesn't justify or does not mean that it's okay for these people to die لأنه معهم مصاري who cares. And the jokes about إنه العالم تاخد مصريات وأزن like في وحدة قال حاطة حالة ببوت قال going to see if I find a floating debit card or excuse me, like that's not even fun. Like, what do you mean? Seriously, I don't get how يعني stupid و shallow people are becoming, or some أكيد مش كلهم, under the umbrella of no, it's fine, we're not going to hell, relax, calm down. No, you know, you cannot relax, calm down. وهو نفسهم مثلا في بارت منهم تاع قل لهم شيء عن هن ما بيحبوه بيقوموا عليك القيامة, this is offensive, or this is I don't know what.
It falls under this. There are certain topics you can talk about and you can criticize. مثل هذا إنه إذا you're rich you can be criticized. If you're not, it's impossible to be called out or anything. بس عبالي أقول شغلة إنه you said concern. أنا I call it a selective concern لأنه عطول كلنا في مشكلة in this like spectrum. They always take the same example وعطول they compare it with what's happening currently. You cannot just عطول تاخد مثلا immigrants or refugees, you forget about them, and whenever something happens all of a sudden you remember that those refugees exist, they matter, or that we should do something about them. And هلا the Titans بعد جمعتين ثلاثة nobody will talk about it anymore. So إنه كمان حينسوا about the refugees, حينسوا about the concern they had when this happened. So أنا my issue is إنه if you really care about them إنه عن جد إنه وأنا كمان I do care, بس إنه I'll be honest and I don't do it on a daily basis. I do remember this when people bring this up. But if you're really that concerned about those refugees, I don't think it's something that just...
This is double standard. This is selective مثل ما قلت selective I don't know emotional هذا. هلأ مثلا في عندك نتفليكس they faced a backlash لأنه they wanted to relaunch Titanic the movie. I don't get it. إنه لأنه people said إنه they're making money out of a like a sad event. Now it's a sad event لأنه a business want to make money. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Maybe I'm against it. I don't know. Maybe I am with it. Doesn't matter. What I'm saying is إنه إمتى قيمتكم على الجماعة لأن they need to relaunch a movie that is actually everybody remembered now because of this. But it's okay to actually joke about 5 people being dead لأنه calm down, we'll chill, nobody's going to hell. يعني the double standard is big here. وهيك it bothers me لأنه بتحس عن جد وين وصلنا as a society. ما بقى بتعرف إذا عن جد نحن لازم نكون open بمعنى إنه هيدا تبع calm down و don't get يعني don't take everything seriously. Which should be sometimes the case إنه كمان the freedom of speech وكل واحد فيه يقول رأيه وهيدا. بس at the same time كمان when we overdo it, it's lame, it's stupid, it's يعني bringing generations of hate and
it's normalizing those things which shouldn't be normalized. إنه أنا بحياتي مش إنه نحن وصغار إنه any tragedy was a tragedy. إنه it wasn't إنه because this one is rich or not this is different. No, it was equal. Whatever happens هلا it's categorized يعني if وخصوصي كمان انه it's not only about the wealth, it's about the race and everything, and if it's someone else it's not gonna be as it's gonna be like as viral as the other things. But my point is انه هلا it's very normal to go on social media and to see all kind of people, and it's not wrong for me انه as you said freedom of speech وكل شيء, بس انه there is for me a limit and there is always a limit to everything.
ايه هيدا الليميت اللي نحن حسيت هلا ان nowadays ما عم نعرفه. يعني صار ضايعين بين انه تبع ايه it's blurred, ضايعين بين انه هي تبع ارجع اقولها المره السادسه تبع relax it's fine nobody's going to hell and freedom of speech, which is a very thin line. يعني you can say what you think of, but mocking death, mocking tragedies just because they're wealthy. And then emphasizing with to have empathy on people who die in boats. This is double standard, and this really
to that point كمان people were like they were reckless to go on this expedition, they were reckless to do this thing وهيك, and the action whatever they did وكل شيء maybe it was reckless. Yes, they should have checked first all the equipment everything. بس كمان انه I find it funny انه if it's someone who was مثلا انه let's say انه doing انه مثلا مع challenge او مع Red Bull or everything they do crazy things they do قصص
they do things that are not so safe
they do things that are very dangerous وحتى بيقول لك انه you shouldn't do this انه if you're not a professional بس انه if something happens to those people they would be like انه they died heroes or they did something they died doing something they loved بس انه those people who paid those people who paid 250,000 they did they wouldn't pay this أول شيء this amount on rich people they انه كمان انه بيعرفوا مصرياتهم they wouldn't pay إذا عن جد they wouldn't want to do this thing.
But that's a very good point انه exactly كمان this is again the double standard انه لو it was a brand doing it وعب شو it's fine. I think we all do stupid things. I mean كل واحد I think على scale معين. يعني أنا with the money I have maybe the stupidest thing I can do is ما بعرف jumping من شي حفة whatever you know.
we all did it يعني.
إيه هو الجامعة معه كثير مصاري the stupidity level in what they did came with a higher risk. But again as you said exactly I mean that's a really interesting point إنه من نقي إنه كمان برشون للجماعة يعني خلص الله يرحمهم اوكي غلط اكيد و I think we all agree اللي عملوه ما حدا فهم ليه عملوا هيك بأقل سيفتي ممكنة بس انه لو كانت شي براند تاني كنا قلنا هيروز كانت راحت فايرل on social media.
they كمان انا I find it sad انه they banalized the refugees انه guys عن جد انا I don't want to piss people off I really care about this as well بس انه I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and say that I really care لأنه if I did I would take actions I would try my best to do something about it.
Exactly.
Nobody is doing anything about it. شاطرين بس انه كل ما يصير في شيء انه انا care انا I'm woke انه انا كل شيء let's put this picture of a refugee.
Sharing and talking about it is part of helping. That's amazing. Okay أكيد we all do it when we feel هذا. بس انه exactly beyond this what are we doing يعني بصير كل واحد بيطلع يعني بتكون انت على انستغرام مثلا على الستوريز تبعك بصير كلها بهدلات شمال يمين كل واحد حد ستوري كابس لوك double standards you guys hate you like wealthy people you hate poor يخيروا يعني اول شيء فقعتنا بهدله من لا شيء يعني شيء ماشي الحال انت شو عم تعمل ايه اكيد كلنا لازم نحكي اكثر عن العالم اللي ما عم بتضوي عليهم الميديا بس again that's not the point is we cannot enjoy the death of just other people لانه they're successful or they have money or they're well off
خصوصا ان they did not hurt anyone doing so يعني لو كان في some kind of انه you affected someone or you put other people at risk I would have been okay no not even okay I would be like okay, it's a bit understandable because you've been pissed about what happened to other people but you know those 5 people they went on their own they didn't murder anyone they didn't hurt anyone besides their family no بس انه
صح
ما it's not something you know that was negative to them for them to react
this way. بيعملوا شيء هن to them it's an adventure مثل ما أنا adventure تقلع مثلا شو بعرفني نط من طيارة مثلا exactly it's same thing actually just back على social media point is إنه under Twitter actually it was trending under entertainment
كمان
it was trending under entertainment on TikTok if I'm not mistaken كان في 70 million people use the hashtag ويعني on TikTok I doubt they're using most of them using the hashtag to raise awareness يعني TikTok is a carefree when it comes to the videos I saw on this subject يعني
again social media يعني as much as it's good to raise awareness or to bring people to read about a certain topic كمان it's very bad لأنه يعني عم بقول لك it's removed هالhumanity شوي بالعالم it's very normal to make a joke و there يعني بيقولوا sometimes انه you can make a joke about any tragedy but you just have to wait a bit or to let that tragedy انه هلا Titanic في كتير jokes about Titanic and people laugh sometimes I do and we tend to forget انه those people died بس انه خلاص they died like years ago مدري شو بس انه
يعني اتليست انه العالم اللي ميت لهم حدا بالتايتانيك probably هن كمان ماتوا يعني مش انه عم تضحك قدام حدا فقد ابنه او اخته او خيه او هيدا من جمعة.
it's too soon
بلس انه انا in my opinion هيدا عم نحكي يا خي worst case scenario اذا مش قادرين ما تضحكوا يعني انه اوكي بس انه ideally ما في شيء بضحك ب something that's so bad. وبترجع هلا اذا بتحكي انا حكيت هيك قدام كم حدا وكان they had the same answer انه ايه بس عالم عم بتموت بالبوت يا خيي ما عم نحكي they're equally bad. We should equally talk about both. بس again what we saw is a happiness, a self of satisfaction, sense of self sense هلا sense of satisfaction بانه ماتوا الجماعه هذا بس لانه again it doesn't make you هلا هو كمان في شيء بالسايكولوجي that says انه كمان عالم when they see other people's tragedy بحسوا انه هن they're in a better place. so بيرتاحوا نفسيا انه في حدا تاني شو اسمه عنده مصايب انا كانه تلقائيا I'm in a better place. وهذه كمان شفناها بكوفيد وكتير سمعتها من عالم كتير مش شوي يقولوا نفس الكلمة انه at least مش بس عنا اذن لك بلبنان او هون بالامارات او بحيالله بلد انه at least مش بس عنا it's everywhere around the world. so بتحس مش انه انت بس اللي اكل الضرب انه كل العالم so you feel better kind of هيدا. ف I think this is كمان part of it.
To that point just going back شوي بالrefugees it's very sad we get to this point many people in many countries they have to flee to get a better life.
Yeah,
بس my point is those people كمان are the same one who get brought to the news in a negative way. يعني it's not only about the coverage, it's about how you portray those people. لأنه هلا those people who come to the specific countries they're going to, they are portrayed as terrorists, they're portrayed as illegal,
which is غلط من الميديا يعني كمان الميديا doesn't do a good job to help us.
True غلط من الميديا بس من وراء الميديا كمان people get those perceptions. بس all of a sudden when those tragedies happen there are good people who are trying to get a better life. فهون كمان there is this line people who and this is going back to the selective concern عن جد if you do care and if it's something that you believe in it's not supposed to be خلاص you take this picture and you copy paste it
مزبوط.
whenever something happens.
believe in equality in general, equality, equal opportunities for everybody. هون كمان بتفوت قصة كمان women وmen equal opportunities مش equality. بتفوت على الغني والفقير كمان equal opportunities for everybody. واللي بيعمل مصاري أكتر يعمل, اللي بيعمل مصاري أقل يعمل, بس as long as كل واحد is presented with equal opportunities. So equality, just equality and fairness. If we are advocates to this, then we wouldn't have to worry about مين terrorist ومين لا ومين منيح ومين غني ومين فقير. بس again that's not the case. The case is إنه يلا ماتوا ما بيأثر وأغنياء ومعهم مصاري, which is so sad.
To end on this, I would say that hate is too easy nowadays. It has been normalized. It's very sad لأنه we were to a point كنا أحسن من هيك, وهلا بتحس hating on someone is very easy. Not knowing anyone's background is just pure hate.
مظبوط. وفي شغلة كمان إنه قلة المصاري فيها تقتله للإنسان من الجوع من حيالله شي تاني. كترة المصاري كمان فيها تقتله
as we saw
as we just saw last week. بس على الحالتين الشماتة مش حلوة.
We're all human at the end of the day.
Exactly. كريم thank you على اليوم. I think هيدي just هيك شوي food for thoughts. ما عم نوعظ حدا, في كتير عالم بيوافقوا معنا, في كتير عالم ما انبسطوا بهول جوكس. ونحن again نرجع بنقول ما عم نقول انه لا امتى قيمتنا لانه عالم نكتت على 5 أشخاص اغنياء, لا كمان بدها تقوم قيمتنا لما ما حدا يحكي عن الاشخاص الفقراء اللي عم تموت. بس again نحن عم نقول we shouldn't enjoy anyone's tragedy لأنه ما في شيء بضحك ولا كيس بتضحك. being فقير أو غني, أبيض أسود, حيالله ديانة whatever it is, الموت موت والمصايب تضل مصايب. ولازم عن جد كلنا شوي هيك بس يكون عنا a sense of empathy ونميز شوي بين freedom of speech وبين انه يلا كل شيء عنا اياه و pure hate exactly. بدك تقول لهم to subscribe.
Yes, guys. Even though you didn't agree with this or disagree, نحن we're a place of. نحن we're a place. Yeah, نحن we're a place of. You know, we're not judging anyone. We're not. We're just discussing. So on that note, please, guys, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.